¿Cómo están? It's Wild on Tuesday, and thank you for joining my channel. Please hit that like, that subscribe, and the bell for future notifications. This week's title, Is It the Club's Fault? Let's go. ¿Cómo están? This is Wild on Tuesday. Again, thank you for watching my channel. We just finished one topic, and I'm just repeating the ride. We're going back the other way, and I'm going to talk about another topic, kind of short. But is it the MC's fault for the actions of the members? Because a lot of times in the scene or out in public, you hear, of course, people blame the club, or people blame the members and say, hey, they're part of the club, but they act as their own, right? They act on their own. What's the truth? Is it the responsibility of the nation, of the club, of the chapter, or is it individual basis? So, I mean, you can go both ways with this, but you got to understand, we fight so hard for our rights. We fight so hard to show that, hey, don't call us gangs. Motorcycle clubs are not gangs. But then people go do gang shit, and then it makes people look bad. Like I said, in some big nations, you have so many people, it's hard to patrol. But you got to compare it like a franchise. That's what a motorcycle club is. It's a franchise. Really, you already have a nation. There's a blueprint. You get a chapter. It's like a franchise. They give you the blueprint. They teach you what works, how to act, what to do, what not to do. Then the responsibility is upon the chapter. But headquarters of that franchise has a big responsibility too and can get involved in lawsuits also. So you got to understand that is this franchise, is this chapter an independently owned chapter? They have the same guidelines, they have the same rules, but sometimes they get the minimum guidelines, right? They get the bylaws. They can add to the bylaws. So, whose fault is it? Is it the club or is it the individual? You guys in the comment section, please go list away. Let me know what you think. Let me know in your comments. Because more and more, I see all these clubs in the news, and it's not looking good for any of us. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if I'm an independent biker. There's so many independent bikers. In the eyes of the public and a regular citizen, we're all the same. I don't care if it's a big club, small club, riding club, Christian club, you name it, doesn't matter. You wear a vest, any patches, I don't care if it's your patches from the military. The regular citizens see you and they think they can't decide, they can't make a difference between any of those clubs. So anything that comes out in the news, guess who gets pinpointed? You do. Who do the cops go and harass? You do. So we got to remember when we look at the big picture as a whole, as a club, do you take responsibility of your chapters? Or at the end of the day, are you going to say point the fingers? Remember, your responsibility of making sure when a chapter opens and they probate and they get it and become a chapter or charter, they have to follow guidelines and they have to be strict about who they let in the club and what kind of actions they put onto the club. Of course, there can be so many opinions on this because we're all individuals and people act out as individuals, and you see those instances. But when you see a group of guys, more than 4 or 5 from the same chapter doing something, that falls, I think, more on the club itself, not individuals. Yeah, that's a lot of individuals, and to be frank, a lot of chapters don't have more than 10 people. So if you have 4 or 5 people doing something, that's about 40-50% of that chapter. That's more than an individual. It's not like one person just went rogue. This is such a beautiful evening, guys. I'm just enjoying this. I always need a nice ride every day just to finish off my day. Well, hopefully everybody was having a good day, good weekend coming up, the summertime. You guys have a good time with the family. So hopefully just guys give you a heads up. This August 6th, I'm going to be going to Chicago to meet up with Hollywood. We might meet up with Sos. Danny D'Lo may go. Mike might go too. So we're going to go watch a Chicago Cubs game against my Marlins. And we're going to have a good old time. Hopefully we're going to make some videos and enjoy things. Man, I just fishtailed right there. God damn. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. You can replay that. I just fishtailed off something there. All right, guys. So we're going to be cutting it short. I just wanted to leave that question out there. Is it the club's fault or is it the individuals themselves? I said individuals and corrected myself. I was going to say individual as one. But sometimes there's a lot more than one person involved in incidents that lead and put the name of the club out there. All right, guys. Till next week. Much love and respect. Peace.